to quit my full-time job in 2016. Over the next few years, I've had so many successes and failures that I took all of them and bundled them up into a training program just for you. The training is available at notarytonotary.com, and there are 2 programs that you can register for: the Notary Signing Agent Training and the e-Notary Training. Make sure that your state licenses e-notaries before you register for that training. Once you register, you'll have instant access to the online training platform, as well as access to our live weekly interactive webinars with replay capabilities. Ready to get started? Register today at notarytonotary.com. Until then, happy signing! What's the biggest mistake that new notaries make when they're trying to make 6 figures as a notary signing agent? Not answering their phone. You have to answer your phone every single time it rings. It doesn't. What's the biggest mistake that new notaries make when they're trying to make 6 figures as a notary signing agent? Not answering their phone. You have to answer your phone every single time it rings. It doesn't. Hey guys, it's Vanessa Terry here with Notary to Notary, and I'm super excited to invite you to our next live event, which is Get Ready for Tax Season. 2021 is almost done, which means it's about that time to get ready to file those business taxes next month, okay? So a lot of you guys are just into building your notary business, and you may not be completely aware and educated on what that means. So this training is going to include Sue from Notary Assist and Derek Hall from DLH Tax Services. And we're going to have a live event where we're going to teach you the best financial management practices. We're going to go over what you can deduct on your tax return, how to file S-Corp status, what does S-Corp status even mean. We're going to go over everything, okay? So you don't want to miss this. And you know all of our live events are always recorded, and you can access them for the next 60 days after the event is over. And the best part is when you attend live, you'll be able to ask questions to Derek Hall directly about your specific tax situation. So what are you waiting for? Get registered today at notarytonotary.com, and you'll be glad you did. Until next time, happy signing! What's up, guys? It's your girl, Vanessa Terry, here in the building today. Trying to get, just in my video kept freezing. I don't like that. I'm working on StreamYard to get things to be more automated. Plus, my screen is like all the way close to me. Back up, back up, back up. Okay. All right, y'all. What's going on? I didn't get a chance to go live yesterday. I am going to be posting our winners for December 6th and today for our 25 days of Christmas. If you have not heard about that, we are doing something special every day up until Christmas, which Christmas we're giving away. What are we giving away? You guys remember? An HP printer, remember? Yeah, so that's coming up, but I will post today what the winners are for the 25 days of Christmas. So if you see your name, if you win anyway, you're gonna get an email from us. But if you see your name and you don't get an email that day, then definitely just shoot us an email and say, hey, I saw my name. But you should pretty much get an email as soon as I post that. Make sure I send the emails out too. So are you guys excited for 25 days of Christmas? I'm trying to see if I can find something really quick. I got to give you guys all the updates of what's happening. So today is the 7th. So there's an Amazon gift card coming out and a tool pen set coming out. So I love tools. If you have not seen the tool pen sets that I can show you. Oh, it's in my purse. I don't have any on my desk. Oh my God, they're beautiful. I love tools. Like TUL. TUL pen sets. How many of you guys use the TULs? I love them. If I'm not using like the custom ones, I have another brand that I like too, but I also love the TUL tool pen sets. They're awesome. Oh, thank you, honey bun. So let me give you guys what's going on, what's coming up next. So you guys know that we have tomorrow is our get ready for tax season training that's happening live tomorrow with Derek Hall, Vanessa Terry, and Sue Hope from Notary Assist. So we will be doing that from 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard. If you cannot attend live, you can always watch the replay. The replay link goes out right after the event, and you're able to watch it for 60 days. So this is where we're going to be talking about everything from financial management, how to keep track of your deductions, how to invoice, how to all that, everything as far as bringing in money, managing that money, managing those expenses, right? And then turning around and filing your taxes. And so y'all know Christmas is coming, but so is the IRS. Okay, listen. And so I like people wait till the last minute. They try to, let me get this together. No, take the time now to get your affairs in order. So that way come January 1st or whenever you decide to file your taxes, you have them set up, right? So plan in advance. Don't wait till the last minute. Don't be one of those people who wait till April 15th to file their taxes, right? Let's get it done. Let's get it organized and get ourselves in order in advance. So that get ready for tax season, that is coming up tomorrow. If you have not registered for that, you can go ahead and do it. I think the promo is still valid. I'm not 100% sure. Or it might have ended already. Before I say it, I'm not sure. I can look really quick though. It was promo code, what was it? Lucky. I think that one was the promo that was going on. But either way, make sure you get registered for that event. You can watch that replay and make sure that you know how to file those taxes. So let me give you guys some tea of what's happening in Notary to Notary world. I just had my consultation with Derek Hall a few days ago. Yay! Good. Okay, so there's a lot happening. And I want to give you guys an update so you guys know. I don't like this sweater behind me. Okay. I want to give you guys an update of what's happening so you guys be prepared. You guys know that Shalita came on with us for the first time. You'll be interacting with her sometimes. This depends on the situation. We have a lot of things that are changing. And so I'll tell you what we have already, then I'll tell you what's changing. So you have the Notary to Notary training courses, right? We've been working around the clock, y'all. We have the Notary to Notary training courses. A lot of updates are going into the course before the end of the year. So if you're not in the Notary Signing Agent training, make sure you do that. That one's getting the most added right now. You'll see that we'll send out, I'll probably do like one email at the end when we add everything in there. The e-notary is getting more content, business credit, and marketing is getting more content. And so you'll see changes to those courses, but also you're going to see new courses. So we're trying to push out one more course before the end of the year, but if not, it'll come out in January, and that's our non-notary work training. Okay, so we all know there's general notary work, loan closing, e-notary, but then there's also non-notary work, which can be field inspections. It can be, what's it called? Fingerprinting. It can be courier. It can be, there's a few other things that notaries are typically called for to do. And so, what is that? Process serving. I'm kind of drawing a blank, but so all of that will be in that training. So we're trying to get that out before the end of the month, but if not, it'll come out in January. So you guys have access to that. So different courses. And then of course, there are 2 other courses that we're working on putting together for you guys that you guys have asked for. So what we've been doing is going through our content to release folder. You guys know that over the course of the last 2 years, we've gotten recommendations and ideas from students and just people who follow us on social media and say, hey, can you add this piece of content? Or, hey, can you add this document, or can you do a training on that? And so what we're doing as we're going into 2022, we're actually mapping out everything for the year. So all of our events, all of our programs, all the courses that we want to do, all the books we want to release, anything that we need to do, that we want to have projects for the year. And so we've been going through that folder and figuring out what content to add. So if you have ever emailed me and said, hey, you should add this, I put it in that folder. And so that's what we're working through to see, because it's no point of us just creating content that we think we want to see. You guys are the ones that are actually using the training. So we're adding more information based off what you guys have said that you wanted to see. So that goes with that. You'll start seeing more faces on the Notary to Notary channel that are doing different trainings. You'll start seeing more videos coming out. A lot of different, we're kind of going a whole different way with marketing and training with YouTube and social media. So you'll see some changes with that. So, but it'll be good. We also, I don't think I can say that yet. Okay. So there is a piece that'll be coming out in the next week or so. And don't worry, I'm going to explain it. It's going to be good. But what I will say, when this piece comes out in like a week, it's going to make so much sense when you see the full picture. And so Notary to Notary, guys, is the notary training program, right? And actually, we're adding more things. So we'll be adding a lot more services. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for the services that we're going to be offering. It's going to be really good because we really want to be a well-rounded resource for notaries. So not just train you, but be a resource in general for you. And so Notary to Notary is a training company. I notarize the e-notary platform that goes live in May. If not this month, definitely January, the first week of January. A lot of you guys are going to get an email from, it's going to come from probably Notary to Notary. And it's going to basically ask if you want to be a part of the Notary beta test group to test the platform. We're not going to be able to pick everybody, but we're going to try and get several people from every state, or the majority of the states out there, so that way we can make sure we're getting a wide array of opinions. Okay, and so yeah, I notarize my platform. There's also another platform that just came out like 2 days ago. That's why I told y'all gotta get in y'all e-notary game. Another e-notary platform just launched like 2 days ago. I'm not familiar with them yet, but as a part of training, I'm going to be, learning their platform so I can teach it to you guys, because Notary to Notary teaches on all platforms. My platform is going to be iNotarize, and so you guys can use that. And once it launches in May, but the Notary Test Group, that email will go out, and then you can sign up there, and then we'll pick people to be a part of that test group to be able to try out the platform and see, get recommendations back, all that good stuff, right? So there's iNotarize. On Time Notary is making some changes. Okay, so you're going to see a lot of changes with our apps. All the apps in our app store are getting redone and revamped. And then On Time Notary is kind of doing a whole new shift. And so I'm excited about that. But that being said, we are kind of changing how we're working with our notaries and who we're working with. And so that's going to come out when we have this extra piece come out. And the reason being is we are expanding, and we have to make sure that we have notaries that know what they're doing. So I had to recently let someone go, just because, and it's like I'm not letting you go. It's like I need you to get some training first and come back, and you can do our training or you can do someone else's training, but you got to know what you're doing, baby. Okay, and so I just encourage you guys. That's why I say it's not just about zipping through the course. It's really learning it, and then signing up for coaching, and then doing those trainings, and staying up on your craft, and really putting your best foot forward, so you're not going out there and making silly mistakes. So a lot of times mistakes people make are ones that's like, we went over that. Like, that was in the training. Why would you do that? And so missing signatures is not something that, anyone can miss a signature, but some things are basic and you should just know, like how to complete a notarial section. That's pretty basic to me. You should know how to complete a notarial section. Now, if you mistake and say, oh my God, I forgot to stamp one page, that happens. I do that. That happens, right? But you didn't stamp any of them. Things like that. Like, you should know how to complete a notarial section, unless your state doesn't require stamps, things like that. And so we have been seeing a little bit more of mistakes. And so y'all know last time when we had that, I had shut it down, and I was like, all right, everybody got to get quizzed. And so to fix that, we're just making up, because I want to have the system run smoothly. And so I think long term. So how can we have how can we have notary signing agents and e-notary? That's the thing too. So there's going to be 2 different trainings and certification processes to work with us. One is going to be just for notary signing agents who can do notary signing agent and general notary work, and then it's going to be e-notary. And so I say that because it's 2 different fields. Like, there are people who do in-person loan closings all day, but have problems with e-notary. And so you have to be able to, and that could be just because you don't have that tech background. And so you might not be able to help, use the platform, or you have no idea how this works or how that works. You have to be able to meet a certain standard in order to be on the platform. And we'll have training. So iNotarize will have its own set of trainings once the platform is out and done. When you get on, just like Notarize, very simple to that. I think Secure Signing has one too. So when you get on the platform and you sign up, there is a training process. You'll go through the training, get approved. Once you're approved, then you can get on the platform and have work being sent to you. We also have it set up to where you can bring your own work on the platform. So that'll be an option for you guys too. But I'm going to tell you what I know. Y'all want to be a part of the family because it's going to be so nice. I'm just really excited because we started really just starting to think about what else. This is really nice piece that when I do this, y'all going to be like, when we do this, y'all going to be like, oh, that's so nice. Like, that's really, I started thinking about what are the major issues that notaries have. Like, what are some of the problems that you guys we experience, as notaries, things like that. So we want to make sure that we're being problem solvers and actually getting people from step A to step Z and accomplishing those goals, right? And so I'm excited about that. So let me tell you guys what's happening. I know I was a little vague, but I kind of give you information. Just know if you are on signingorder.com, we are going to start vetting everybody. I wanted to start the process by the end of this week. It just really depends on how quickly we can get out that screening process again, the new screening process. So right now, if you're on there, you've been getting works, you're good. Don't worry about it. But if by next week, we'll start screening differently. I will say, I told y'all before, Maryland, if you don't have a title producers, can't use you. Okay. Go ahead and get that done. That's important. Go ahead and get that done. Also, your credentials need to be updated. Like, there's some people that are on there that are like, oh, I have this, and this. Because on signing order, you can click that you have a lot of things, and they don't have any of those documents uploaded. So if you put, oh, I have E&O and you didn't upload it, that does nothing for me. Everything has to be updated. A lot of you guys, not you, I know you have yours together. A lot of you guys have your profiles and your stuff is expired, right? Now I can run behind you and get and tell you, hey, your E&O's expired, or your commission that you upload is expired. But you gotta think about, there's thousands upon thousands of notaries on there. And when we send out orders, if yours expired, you're not getting it. And so let's say we're working through notaries in Virginia, which we'll always be working through. But let's say we're working on notaries in Virginia and like updating them saying, hey, this is expired. Hey, this is, we need this. If you get an order we sent out in Texas and we haven't gotten to you yet, and your credentials are expired, you're just not going to get the order. So don't wait for us to tell you that your stuff is expired. And that's what you should do with all your platforms. So like for me, every March, I do all of my renewals, everything. And I go through and I update all of my platforms. And I do that. And it takes me about a week to go in, because I don't sit down 24 hours a day and do it. But it takes me about a week to get everything updated, because I have my Notary Assist and I have all of my clients in there. So I start at the very top and I go through and I update everything. And it takes me about a week. But guess what? Now I'm set for the year and I don't have to worry about something being expired. And then I make sure I renew everything that week. So everything's back, everything's renewed, everything's updated 1 week, and you can update everything. And the rest of the 51 weeks of the year, you're good. But if you have things expiring this month and in that month and in this month, you all over the place. And so I learned pretty early, everything one time. Try to get everything as close as you can to renewal as you can. We are working on a apostilles course too. So that was one that we're working on. That's not going to come out January 1st though. So non-notary works will come out first. That I know. And then we're working on getting dates for everything else. So it's going to be really good though. Somebody outside. Okay. But yeah, just make sure your profiles are complete, guys. Okay. Do you guys have any questions? We haven't done a Q&A in a while. Hey, BZD Notary Services. And I will announce more Christmas winners today. I will do that. Have y'all been enjoying that? I know people are enjoying, like, oh, I got something cool. Yes, you did. Don't forget to join the text community. I do send out information, quotes, signing companies to register with, promo codes, all that good stuff goes out on the text community. That's separate from everybody else. This is expired. I'm going to take that off. Those are our winners from before. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. And then the events we have coming up. So you have the Get Ready for Tax Season. That's tomorrow. Launch Run is Saturday. Okay. If you are not registered, get registered. Okay. That is myself presenting, Susie from the National Notary Association, Roger from Secure Signings, Amy from Cyberize It, and Signex is presenting, and they're all teaching different things that you need to know to build a successful remote online business in 2022. Okay, so that's the number to join the text me. I saw somebody ask me about that. To register for any of the events, just go to notarytonotary.com, scroll down, you see it there, get into it that way. Okay, so it's really easy to get into there. And the key is, guys, a lot of you guys, oh, I don't think I'm gonna make it. You can always watch the replay. Even if you do make it, watch the replay again, especially if you have questions. Tax season, that one too, I think it's gonna be really good for you guys because you get to ask your own questions. So it's not like we're just like we talk and present for a while, but then you get to say, hey, this is my situation. I have this many kids. I have this business, this W-2, da-da-da-da. Should I file this? Can I claim this? Will this work? How do I get out of this? Whatever. And you can put them in there. And Derek is actually a CPA. He's a tax professional. And so he can tell you exactly what you should do. And so I cannot give official tax advice, but he can. So that's the perfect way to make sure that you're ready for tax time. Okay. Especially when a lot of you guys had got well, I don't know if you guys have, there were a lot of credits that came out this year. So, and last year, a lot of credits that came out for COVID. And so a lot of people have questions about that. Like, how does that work? Or they may have said, can I file this as a business expense? Or would this work as a count as a business loss? Things like that. Questions I've been hearing people ask. He can answer all those for you. All of that. And then, of course, there are always awesome credits. I love business credits. They're amazing. So, yeah, it's just really good to have. And taxes is something that always changes. Whenever you talk to an accountant, they're going to tell you they're always learning. It's always because the tax code changes every year. And so there's always new credits that come out on the state level, on the federal level. There's always changes to the tax code on the federal level. And so that's something that you don't have to master that yourself. It's definitely something that if you like, especially when you grow. So when you first get started, you don't have to hire an accountant right out the gate, but especially as your tax bracket changes, and especially if you're bringing on people on your team, or if you have a lot of moving pieces, like let's say you actually purchased a actual building and you have actual assets in your company, things like that. It's just more moving pieces. And so you want to make sure that you're not. I knew a guy that was intentionally paying more in taxes because he didn't want to file. What was it? He didn't want to file LLC, or he didn't want to file S corp. But we were going over to actually another accountant that I was talking to him about, and he was like, "There's just too much paperwork. I just want to say sole prop, too much paperwork." And he was saying, like, "You're getting taxed the highest. Like, are you kidding me?" And we like was talking about like, just do this, and like, "No, I don't want to do that. Don't be that person." Okay, like I don't like giving away money. Okay, so if I have a way that I don't have to give away money, I'm gonna do it. I like to keep my money to myself, like I don't have to keep paying an exorbitant amount of taxes. And so taxes is something that I don't know if you ever really master it, but you can get really good at it, or you can hire people that are really good at it, and that makes a difference. Okay. I need some help getting the title producers license in Virginia. Where can I find someone who teaches the course? So you have to do it online. Well, they may have it in person. I know they weren't doing it for a period of time with COVID, but you can do it online. I'll send you the website really quick, and it's 16 hours, and then you take the exam. And let me put it in the chat for you. Okay. Let's see. I'll be getting sworn in e-notaries where I want to start. Where should I start? E-notary training, notarytonotary.com. If we can't make it to the live, can we send you our questions to ask for him? I'm afraid to say yes because I feel like I'm gonna get bombarded with emails. You can send me some. That's fine. I will. If you send me some, I can ask when we get on the live. That's fine. What should we text the text? But you still have to watch the replay. So if you get it, but you can't attend live, you can send me the question. The question will be answered in the replay. So just make sure you get a ticket so you can watch the replay. What? What should we? Okay. Oh, that's the number. What should we text? Just when you text it, just put join. It'll give you a link to get into it. Does the title rules license make you more competitive in Virginia? It'll give you more connections. But okay, let me say this the right way. If you're just, no, it doesn't make you more competitive in it by itself, but you can use that to build your competitive edge. And I say that because the Virginia Title Producers License is issued by the Virginia Land Title Association, which all the title companies are listed. And so that gives you that connection. You can attend the events, you can network with them. It's a lot that you can do at that point. But in Virginia, no one really cares. No, like it's not a requirement to have. Most companies, if they do need you to collect funds, they'll just give you a shipping label. And so it's not a big deal. I think I've only had one company ever require me to have a title producers because they didn't want the client to ship. They wanted me to collect it. And at the time when they asked, I didn't have it. And so, I mean, that's over what is this? Almost 8 years. And so it's not necessary. But like I said, it will give you that marketing advantage. If we sign up for the all-inclusive, do we get the new courses and workshops that you add later? No. So if you sign up for the all-inclusive training, you get the trainings and any content I add to the training. So let me clear that up. You get, so that in the all-inclusive is the notary signing agent, which we're about to add a lot of content into that training. Any content that I add, which we add content all the time, any content that we add into individual courses that you've already purchased, you get access to. So as what happens is, let's say you're in the e-notary course and I go on to add a PowerPoint or I add a PDF. And let's say you finished and it's at 100%. Next time you log in, it'll say 75. And so then you can just go to that piece and then take that training. But let's say when I add the fingerprinting course, that you won't have access to that because it's a new course. But let's say I add fingerprinting and then 6 months down the line, I add more to the fingerprinting. You have access to that because you're already in that course. And then the live trainings are separate from the actual online courses. So the online courses, you have access to them indefinitely. So once you get it, and there's people who joined in 2019. And when you joined in 2019, you can see how much content I had in there. It was nowhere near what's in there now. And so you got it good, right? So when you joined in 2019 compared to now, boatloads more content added, right? And so as I add content into it, you have access to that. Live trainings are always separate, right? And then live trainings are separate, and then new courses are separate. So yeah. The title producer's license is a requirement for loan signing agents and not optional in my state. Yeah, it depends on your state. So Maryland is one. What number do we text message to start? Is the number on the screen? I'm trying to read your questions. Did I miss the response about the apostille course? So I was getting on my 6th graders on task. I was getting my 6th graders on task for their activity. So I don't get all of the comments for some reason. Like StreamYard filters them. So I'm gonna scroll back up and see if I see one. But you can post now and see if, what was your question? That course will come out in 2022. So I was saying that we are working on we're working on our 2022 course schedule, content schedule, conference schedule, all that good stuff. Live event schedule, everything for 2022. All the offerings that we're doing, how we're moving forward. And so I don't see a comment, but it's probably you. I'm sure you did it. I just can't see it on my side. So I will just put your question again if I didn't already answer it. I'm so excited, y'all. You know why? I'm excited for iNotarize. That's what I'm excited for. I'm excited for, and I told y'all, I watched like Notary Tech News. Like, I told you another e-notary platform just launched. I mean, they're launching. So I'm not late to the game. It's still early, but everyone does stuff in the beginning of the year. And so I'll be interested to see what companies come out next year. I will definitely be one of them. And so this is definitely the time where things start to get competitive. Not yet. I think probably like the middle of next year, things will get more competitive as far as pricing. By the end of I think by the end of next year, e-notary will have been heavily marketed, and a lot more people drastically would know what it is. And then I can tell y'all just off my marketing plan. So it's just me and our marketing plan. I can tell y'all what whatever other companies probably are doing too. And so I'm excited about that. And so yeah, I'm interested to see, what Ron will do. I know what I wanted to do. I know how I wanted to fit in this whole beautiful picture that I put together in my mind, because I set the vision. It's like, okay, we're going to do this. So I'm excited about that. If you have not taken the e-notary training, go do that. We're adding content to the e-notary training as well. So by the end of this year, you'll see a whole lot more content added to the courses that are already live. And then we're trying to get out that non-notary work course by January 1st, so we can have like a launch January 1st, but if not, then it'll come out in January. And we want to make sure it's complete first before we push it out. Let's see. You're welcome, Sugar Bogota. All right, y'all. So we talked about the class tomorrow. Are you registered? Get registered. I don't want to hear no excuses. Don't make excuses. That's the Get Ready for Tax Season with Derek Hall and Sue Hope of Notary Assist. And so we're going to be dropping all the gems for you guys there. I'm trying to see if I can find you guys the URL for that. But if you just go to notarytonotary.com, you can find that. And make sure you guys go to Amazon and get a copy of that book, The Ultimate Ron Guide. That is going to help you with your e-notary business. But Launch Ron is also going to help you on Saturday. I'm actually excited for me. Like, these are heavy hitters in the industry. And so for them to come in and just, drop some gems, I want to know what y'all bringing to the table, because I haven't seen all of their presentations yet. So I'm excited for them myself. I mean, I know the general idea, but I really want to see, each individual piece that they talk about. Will you be accepting brand new Rons for your iNotarize platform? You can be brand new, but you have to pass our certification process. So we have a training and we will have a certification process. You have to pass it, which means you know what you're doing. And if you don't pass it, that's okay. We're going to give you some training, but you have to pass it. And so that same thing is going to be going with On-Time Notary as well with our signing agents. And so y'all will hear more about that next week, because we have to make sure we're moving in excellence. We're expanding. We're, as you expand, you have to move in excellence. You have to make sure you have top notch, right, Andrea? Top notch. And so we need top notch notary signing agents that, show up on time, know how to complete loan closings, have communication, all that good stuff. All that good stuff. So, know what they're doing, understand the loan closing process. And so I'm not gonna go too much into that until we launch this, till we release how we're gonna start certifying and screening the notaries that we're using, because we want to make sure people know, hey, you gotta have this, you gotta have that. Can I get in your training for your Ron platform? So the first thing that we're going to be doing is putting out an email for the notary test group. That will come out close to the end of the month. If not, it'll come out the first week in January. And that's where you'll be able to apply to be on the notary test group. And then we'll be picking people from different states to test out the platform. And then, Vanessa. Hold on. Question. Vanessa, for e-notary, can the notary use their own business background? What you mean? Can they use their own business background? What you mean? You're fine, Shug. No worries. You so silly. You said I couldn't see the caption. I know you're not. You got this, honey. I wish we had Ron in Georgia, and we working on that. Georgia notaries. Stay tuned. I got a little plan cooking for y'all. So just wait. I told you I got y'all. I got something brewing. I can't promise it's gonna deliver, but something that I think might help. Thanks for the great info to all you do for the notary community. Oh, thank you, Shug. And really, y'all motivate me. Like, when I first started, I had no idea we were going to be getting to this point. And so you guys motivate me. You're like, oh, this, and can you fix this, and can you fix that? And I'm like, okay, all right, sure, let's do it. So you guys get me back together. Logo backdrop. Can the notary use their own logo backdrop? I don't know. So that's something that you can discuss when we get into the notary test group. So we have not finalized all of the policies and procedures, all of the things that we're going to do yet. And so that's a good question that I hadn't thought about. So I think about that. I don't know. I haven't thought about it. But if you get in the test group, or if you're not in the test group, you can still send it in once we open up for questions or whatever. And then we'll process it at that time. Who will receive the email for the test group? So I'm going to send it out to anyone on the Notary to Notary mailing list. I'm just going to send a blast out on the Notary to Notary mailing list. So if you're on the mailing list, you'll get an email. That's how we're going to do it. Mailing list people get an email. Working hard to get chances to prove myself. I know what I'm doing. Definitely have done a lot of studying. Love the certification idea. Yay! Chris, I know you're going to do good. Sure. I might have to just slide you through. I'm scared. I'm kidding. She said I'm certified too. Wait, hold on. Okay, I saw that. I'll make sure I read all your comments. I'm not missing anybody. But yeah, so I'm excited for that. It's gonna be really good. How do you get on the mailing list? So if you buy a course, you're already on the mailing list. If you have bought a course, you're on the mailing list automatically. We used to have a pop-up. If you give it like a week, we have a guy working on the website now to put the pop-up back on there. But if you have bought any of our courses, you're already on the mailing list automatically. If you're not, have not purchased a course in about a week or two, I don't know how long it's gonna take me to do it, there'll be a pop-up on the website and you can just join that way. Okay, I found out Ron is not in Illinois yet. Should I still take the course, or we provide the training again for the states that has not approved it? Hold on. Should I still take the course? Which course? The e-notary course? You can if you want. It doesn't expire, so it's always available to you when they do add it on. You can just go back through it. It's not like it's gonna go away. Will you provide the training again? You mean the launch Ron? The launch Ron? I don't know if we're gonna do it again. I don't know. I was gonna say we might do another e-notary training in next year, but honestly, I think that I'm gonna be heavily focused on the app and pushing those trainings out. We may do another one next year. It's possible. That's not something that we put on the list yet for our events, but now that you mentioned it, I'll think about it and see if we can get another one on there. Yeah. You guys keeping me on my toes. Keep me on my toes. I love the snowflakes too. If you don't know what she's talking about, if you go to notary.thinkific.com, we got snowflakes coming down on our site. Why? Because it's Christmas time. And y'all know I love the Christmas. And so y'all have to get into the Christmas spirit. Right? I love the snow. Now, I love snow in theory. I can do snow like 2 times. Like I'm the girl that likes the snow once. It can snow once and we can play in the snow. Yay, Snowden. Okay, that's it. Once a year. I don't need consistent snow. How do I get in the mailing list? You can either purchase a course, and when you sign up on notary.thinkific.com, it automatically, like MailChimp is integrated. And so as soon as you get on Thinkific, you get into the mailing list, or just wait about a week. There's going to be a pop-up that comes up on the website going forward to get added to the mailing list. Or that's the easiest way to do it. I was going to tell you could email, but don't do that. That's going to be too much. Anastasia's gonna be like, what are all these emails? And I'm like, sorry. She's gonna be so upset with me. Are you gearing Ron towards Florida? Yes. So when I notarize launches, it's gonna launch first in Virginia and then Florida and Texas first, and then we'll expand from there. Illinois is approved for e-notary, just no requirements as of yet. Okay, someone said Illinois can do it. Illinois can do it. I truly appreciate all that you share, all the jewels, and I don't see your students on somebody notary business as competition. You're an angel. Aww. I signed up and found it's not okay. Wait, it's not in my state. I don't care if I want to learn. Wait, I want to learn, but I hope that's gonna get good at some point. Okay, yeah, I hope it does. I feel like it's gonna hit all 50 states, especially. See, this is how our economy and our government works. When enough money hits a sector. Oh, let me try to say this right. when enough money hits the sector, the governmental officials take note. They're influenced, hence lobbyists. That lobbyists basically influence. I'm trying to say this the right way. I'm sure I'm not saying it right. Lobbyists help change laws. There are good lobbyists and there are bad lobbyists. I'm just saying this is what it is. I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I'm just saying with enough money in that sector, it will influence law changes. And so a lot of heavy hitters in the tech space, real estate space, mortgage industry space are moving into that space. And so they have money, which money influences legislation. So I think that more states, it's only a few left that haven't enacted Ron Will. So I think next year is your year. Okay. Let's see. I think I got all my questions so far. Y'all so awesome. All right, y'all. So don't forget, you got to register for the event tomorrow. The event tomorrow at notarytonotary.com. Get ready for tax season. Get ready for tax season. Okay, that's happening tomorrow from 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard. Replay is available. We're going to be giving you all the gems to help you with your dollars so they make sense. Okay, and then this Saturday is Launch Ron. I wonder if I have a picture of that. Hold on. So y'all can see everybody that's going to be presenting at Launch Ron. Let me see if I do have one. I did have one. I don't know if I downloaded it here. But so you have Signex, you have secured signings, you have, ta-da, it's loading. Give it a second. Okay, so you have me, Susie from the NNA, Roger from Secured Signings, Amy from Cyberize It, and then you have also Signex. So all of them will be presenting on Saturday from 10 to 2, 4 jam-packed hours, lots of giveaways, lots of information. Make sure you register for that at notarytonotary.com. No excuses. If y'all message me and say, Vanessa, I want to do Ron, how I do it? Did you go to Launch Ron? Nope. What? And you get the replay for 60 days too, okay? Did I miss anything, guys? Or did I catch it all? I think I got it all, right? I'm excited for Launch Ron too, y'all. I am. I'm like, y'all, I'm presenting and talking, but I want to hear, like, I know I'm going to learn. I know I am. And so I'm always in a position to learn. I never feel like I arrived, because if you get to that place, that's where it's in my book, in the Ultimate Ron Guide. Did you guys get my book? In the book, it says, I'm waiting for it to get shipped to me. It says, it's a quote. Hold on. It says, when you stop changing, you die. Something like that. Hold on. I can't remember what the quote was. Who read the book? Who has read the Ron Guide? Yeah, I'm going to call you out. Who has read the Ron Guide? That's what I want to know. Who has gone to Amazon and got the book? And it's a quote in here that says, I'm about to open it up right now because I can see the book because it's my book. Okay, it says, I'm going to tell you the quote. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I like this one. The price of doing the same old thing for higher than the price of, the price of doing the same old thing is higher than the price of change. The price of doing the same old thing is higher than the price of change. Oh, that's what it is. Here it goes. When you're finished changing, you're finished. Isn't that like deep? When you're finished changing, you're finished. The reason why the scientists say that humans are the super species is because we have mastered, some of us have mastered adaptation, right? And so you can see that some businesses went out of business. Like, think about it, COVID. A lot of restaurants closed because they didn't want to do Uber Eats and DoorDash, right? But which ones stayed open? The ones that did Uber Eats and DoorDash and Grubhub, because they changed their model and they said, okay, everyone wants delivery, change us up to delivery, right? And so you have people to adapt. And it just is what it is. Like, a lot of people are not, everyone's going tech. Everyone wants to see, how can I do it? How can I be faster? How can I do it faster? How can I do it more effectively? Did y'all know? Let me tell you what I did today. Okay. I learned, and y'all probably already know this, and that's fine because I'm glad you do. I learned how to use, and I set up Microsoft, SharePoint, and Teams. And we have been using other systems, but one of my coaches, my business coach, told me, "Why are you not on?" Like, he said, either use Google G Suite or use Microsoft and all of their features, because G Suite has a lot of the same things, Google, Microsoft, whatever. And so I went in there, we started using SharePoint, and it makes my life so much easier. SharePoint and Teams is completely set up for us now. And I was like, this whole time I'm sitting here like, why wasn't been using this, right? But the only reason why I got on it is because I had a coach to tell me, oh, you're doing it the hard way. Like, let me show you a more effective, easier way to manage your company as far as communication with your team and your staff and all that stuff like that. And so I love me some SharePoint and Teams. And if you do have a business where you have more than one person working with you, get yourself some Teams and get yourself some SharePoint. Okay. I found so many things on there, and I haven't even gotten to all of the features. And I'm like, this gonna make I said I can cry by how easy this is making my life. Okay. I'm a systems fanatic in that I need systems for everything. I want to automate as much as I can, because when you automate things, it frees you up to do other things. And so however much I can automate, I do. So that way I don't have to do the same thing over. So a rule of thumb in our company is any question that anybody on my team asks now, and this came from coaching from Eva, I told y'all, any question that anybody on my team asks, I make a training for. And the whole thought process is, if you ask that question, somebody else would ask that question. I don't have to answer that question every time. Let me make a training for that. And so in doing that, oh my gosh, I don't have to repeat myself 20 times, right? It's there. I did that. I did a guide. It's right there. Go there to your guide right there, right? And so listen, life's so simple now. Life's so simple. All about systems. Even when you think about your notary business, it's systems. Like, some people like Excel. It's okay. I never got into Excel. But I do like systems. So like with me, with managing my notary business, I love Notary Assist because it works. It does everything I need it to do when it comes to like financial management. I don't have to have QuickBooks and Notary Assist and Notary. Now you can use QuickBooks. I mean, you only need one. You don't need all of them. So like you can use Notary Assist or Notary Gadget. They both kind of do the same thing, essentially. But I started off with Notary Assist years ago, and so I'm just still with Notary Assist. I like them. I love the platform. And so it does everything, but it manages all of my signings, all of my clients, all of my invoices, all of my everything that comes with the money. So I don't use it for scheduling. It does have a scheduling feature. I don't use it for scheduling. I use my Google Calendar for scheduling. So like when I get orders, I put them in Google Calendar. And the reason why I got pushed into that was from Service Link. So Service Link syncs to my Google Calendar, and it'll assign me. Okay. It'll assign me orders if I don't have anything on my calendar. And so I make sure I don't want to be assigned duplicate orders. And so I put in my AMROC or my closing exchange or my JMT, and I put them in there, and then it knows, okay, I have orders. But in so doing that, and it was Amari who got me into it. So Amari is the one, I did her story. She started my class when 2019, when I was teaching like 20 people in a small little building in Richmond, Virginia. And she signed up for my class. I think the tickets were like $20 or $25. And it was like was it a 4-hour? No, it was a 2-hour class. And I had food and stuff. And she quit her job in like 2 months, I think. And Stephanie Hayden was in that class. She was in that bunch of people. A couple other students were in there that went on and actually built and grew their notary businesses substantially. And so she was the one who told me. So she joined, she quit her job. We were working together. We actually just vibed really well. And we actually decided to do on-time notary together. But then she had to go to law school. She said, I don't want to start something I can't commit to. But she was helping me along that journey. And then I remember, well, I was trying to tell you a funny piece about what she did. Now I'm going down memory lane, had me forget what I was about to tell you guys. But anyway, oh no, Amari was the one who told me about Google Calendar, and it actually it was because we went out to eat, and so first of all, we went out to eat. Let me tell you about Amari. We went out to eat, and she pulled up in this nice BMW, honey. And I was like, okay, sis. And she was like, I just want you to know that was you. And she was like, it was all the notary. Because you got to think, I think she was like 20 when she got started. 20 or 21. She was 2021. And so she hit the ground running. Like she was. Y'all gotta watch her story. Her story is on YouTube because I did her interview probably like almost 2 years ago. And yeah, and so we went out to eat, and she said, she was like, oh, how many signings do you have tomorrow? And I was like, I think like 3, because we're trying to schedule our next meeting. And I pulled up this little planner that I use for my orders, right? And she was like, you still use a paper journal for your, like a paper planner? And I was like, yes. What? Right? And she was like, you know how like the young people be trying to tell you outdated? I used to be offended, not offended, but like whatever, whippersnapper. But now, whenever a younger person, and I keep this in your head, okay? Whenever a younger person tells me, you still do that, or it makes a like, you don't know how to use this, I go learn it. And the reason why is because that is the future. What they're using typically is the future. And so now, how many of y'all use Google Calendar? Like Google everything, right? And so you might still have a paper journal, but Google, like, and it works so well. It just syncs all the way around. I love my Google Calendar, okay? But she was the one who told me, oh no, put everything on Google Calendar. And she was like, and then when you have to go to close it did make my life easier, because when I went to my Google Calendar, now I can put in I put in the company that hired me, and then I put the signers, like, okay, this person's closing. I put their address in, I put their phone number, and the date and the time, right? When I hook it up to my car, when I'm in my car, I can just press address. I don't have to log into my email, which I used to do, and get their address out. It's already in my calendar. That made it so much smoother. And she told me about that. That was one of the reasons she did it, because she was like, if you have 10 a day and you have all of them in your email, or even if you have them all written down, you have to type that in, make sure you go to the right place. If you just program them into your calendar, it dings you when it's time for you to go somewhere. And so you just go, oh, this appointment. And on your Google Calendar, when it says the address, when you press it, it goes right to your maps. There's nothing to do. And then let's say you get lost. You go back to the same place, call. Hey, right? It made my life so much easier. If y'all don't use Google Calendar, get into it. But anytime, and this is my gem for y'all today. Anytime, and it tells you, hey, there's traffic, you want to leave now, things like that. Anytime that a person that is younger than you says to you, oh, you don't know how to use this, or you never heard of that, go learn it, go figure it out. Remember when TikTok first came out? Yeah, remember when TikTok first came out? It probably was, I don't know, was it a year ago? And they was like, oh, that's for the little kids. That's for the babies. Look at it now. TikTok has hands down almost, I don't want to say number one, but has almost become the number one used platform right now, social media platform. Everybody and their mother is on TikTok. Businesses have changed their budget and heavily pay TikTokers to do, like, you should see the way these companies are pushing their budgets on TikTok. Like, they are dropping money, big money, on TikTokers who at first were primarily kids. Now you see a mixture of kids and young adults and older adults on there, right? But this is the same platform that everybody kept saying, oh, it's just for kids. And how many of y'all now still not on TikTok? Interesting. I will tell you this. I'm not telling you to get on TikTok to watch TikTok, because TikTok, how many of y'all know? TikTok, it's one of those platforms that you can open it and think you only watched it for like 3 minutes, and you was doing this, and you look up, it was like 20 minutes later. It's like, well, how did that happen? Okay, you got to be careful of TikTok. They did put this new feature in too, where they be like, it's a video like, oh, you've been scrolling too much, take a break, right? Or they have videos come up like that. So, but just don't waste your time on TikTok. I would say if you're going to get on TikTok, get on there, watch it, learn it. But then get you a channel. Get some of the money that these TikTokers are making. They're making paid for making 30 to 60-second videos. Now you can make 3-minute videos, but you know, lots of ways to make money. There's a lot of notary signing agents on TikTok making money. Okay, I've seen a couple of my students on there. Martin Notary Services on there. Sophia's on there. Kenya's on there making money, like just making little videos about notary and getting paid to do it, to make look. And some of y'all say, well, I don't want to do a YouTube channel because you have to have at least 8 or 10 minutes on a YouTube video to monetize. On TikTok, 30 seconds, 60 seconds. I'm just saying, multiple streams, baby, multiple streams. I'm 50 plus with mine. I'm going to send out a business on there. On TikTok. Yeah. All right, y'all. That is also the clock on the wall. I will be posting our 25 Days of Christmas winner today. So you guys will see that. And I think that was all I had for you guys right now. But I will keep you guys posted. Just look out for emails from us. And you will see all the things that we have going on. So you can stay connected. And I will see you guys mañana. Toodly-doos. Happy signing. Da 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 da. Hey guys, it's Vanessa Terry here with Notary to Notary, and I'm super excited to invite you to our next live event, which is Get Ready for Tax Season. 2021 is almost done, which means it's about that time to get ready to file those business taxes next month, okay? So a lot of you guys are just into building your notary business and you may not be completely aware and educated on what that means. So this training is going to include Sue from Notary Assist and Derek Hall from DLH Tax Services. And we're going to have a live event where we're going to teach you the best financial management practices. We're going to go over what you can deduct on your tax return, how to file S-Corp status, what does S-Corp status even mean. We're going to go over everything, okay? So you don't want to miss this. And you know all of our live events are always recorded and you can access them for the next 60 days after the event is over. And the best part is when you attend live, you'll be able to ask questions to Derek Hall directly about your specific tax situation. So what are you waiting for? Get registered today at notarytonotary.com and you'll be glad you did. Until next time, happy signing. Oh, I'm still here. I was watching myself. That's funny. I was just looking at myself. You know what I was thinking when I was looking at that? How can I get that video quality here? That's what I was thinking. How can I get that video quality on this camera? Because this was like to say, y'all, like everybody else that clicked off, they done thought it was over. I was sitting here looking at myself. The whole time looking at that screen, I'm like, how can I get that video quality here? Y'all didn't even know I was still gonna be here at the end. Y'all thought it was gonna be a commercial. I thought it was gonna be over too. I was like, oh, well, it's done. No, I forgot to turn my camera off. Hello. All right, y'all. Now this time for real, happy signing, all the above. I was stuck. I was like, that was some good video quality. All right, y'all. Be great on purpose. I'll see you guys mañana. Toodly-doos.